I want you to imagine something with me for a second. Your child may be 7, 8 years old, lands the role of a lifetime, a major animated series, international, the kind of thing that could launch a career. You sign the contract. They start recording. The show airs, the kid is a star. And then 10 years from now, when your child is 17, 18, an adult trying to build their own career, their voice is still out there, still being used in commercials, in toys, in marketing campaigns, without their permission, without additional pay, and there is nothing you can do about it because you signed it away before they were old enough to understand what they were giving up. Now, this is not hypothetical. This is exactly what is happening right now with one of the most beloved children's shows on the planet. This weekend, Deadline Hollywood, you might know that show, broke a story that stopped me cold. For those who don't know, Peppa Pig is one of the most successful children's franchises in history. It airs in over 180 countries. It rates billions of dollars for a company called Hasbro, which acquired the brand back in 2019. And the show has always used real child voice actors, kids, actual kids, because the whole point of the show is that it sounds and is authentic. It sounds like children because it is children. But now, according to industry sources confirmed by Deadline, Hasbro is asking those children performers to sign contracts that give the company the right to capture, clone, and replicate their voices using artificial intelligence. And to use those AI voices across all commercial assets within the franchise in perpetuity, without further consent, without ongoing compensation. In plain English, sign here and we own your child's voice forever. Now, the response from the industry, as you can imagine, was immediate and fierce. The AYPA, otherwise known as the Agents of Young Performers Association, organized an open letter that has now been signed by over 1,000 people. We're talking actors, agents, parents, industry professionals from across the entertainment world. The letter, which carefully avoids naming Hasbro or Peppa Pig directly to protect the performers involved, describes the situation as a take it or leave it ultimatum. Sign the air clause or your child does not get the role. And the language in that letter is some of the most powerful I have read in this entire AI debate. They wrote, now let me read this for you. Children cannot provide full informed legal consent, and a parent or guardian's approval should never be used as a blanket license to capture, clone, train, or reuse a child's voice indefinitely. And then this, no child should have their future professional identity shaped by an AI model created before they were old enough to understand its consequences. Their voice should not become a permanent commercial asset before they have the legal and personal capacity to decide for themselves. 1,000 signatures in days. Now, Hasbro responded saying that the protection of child performers is core to what Hasbro is, and that they are committed to engaging with this issue in a responsible and transparent manner. Now, they did not deny that Peppa Pig was the show in question. They did not say that they would remove the clause. That is not a commitment to change. That is a commitment to keep talking while the contracts keep getting signed. Now, I want to tell you a story why this really hits differently for me personally, because I'm not just a commentator on this. I'm in the industry every single day now. I'm the founder of Hax Labs, HAXLABS, real simple. It's a voice talent agency that represents professional voice actors and helps them expand their careers in the digital AI space. Now, I'm also a proud member of NAVA, N-A-V-A, the National Association of Voice Actors. This is the organization, by the way, that's been fighting for voice actors' rights in the exact arena longer than almost anyone. And here's the philosophy that drives everything we do at Hax Labs, because I want to be crystal clear about what we stand for. We believe that the power of AI voice is not about replacing the human artist. It's about empowering the human artist. It is about taking the extraordinary craft that a voice actor has spent years, sometimes even decades, perfecting and developing in the recording booth, and giving them the tools to expand that voice talent beyond a single session, a single client, a single moment in life. AI is not the enemy of the voice actor. Greed, dressed up as innovation, that's the enemy. Every voice actor who joins Hacks Labs knows this, and it makes their own informed choice on how their voice is used. They control the toggles, they set the restrictions, they decide which opportunities align with their values and which one does not. Nobody takes that away from them. That is the standard we hold ourselves to, and it's this entire standard that needs to be adopted in the industry. Now, back to what Hasbro is doing, why it matters. The reason studios want perpetual AI studio rights, AI voice rights, is not because they are building something better for the audience. It's because it's cheaper. A child grows up, the voices change, you have to recast, you have to pay again, you have to go back to the studio. An AI clone does not grow up. An AI clone doesn't negotiate. An AI clone can be deployed at 3 in the morning on a Sunday without a session fee. And that's what this is about. Cost reduction, corporate convenience, and children. The most vulnerable performers in this industry are the ones being asked to pay the price. Now, here's the big picture. Here's what I really want you to understand. Listen to me. Because this is not just the story about Peppa Pig. It's not just about one studio and one show. This is a pattern, and it's accelerating. Earlier this year, we saw Stan Lee's likeness. Now, Stan Lee, I mean, you guys know, with Spider-Man, and voice sold to an AI company. We saw Yu-Gi-Oh! Am I saying that right? Voice actor suing TikTok for allegedly using his voice without consent. We saw the voice actor for Mega Man walk away from the 12th game in the franchise rather than agree to a contract that would require him to give up his voice in the studio. And now we're here. Children's voices, preschool programming, the most vulnerable performance in the industry, being asked to give away something as fundamental and personal as their voice. What makes a voice? It's not just a sound. It's an identity. It's personality. It's the accumulation of everything you are, your breath, your cadence, your emotion, your experience. A child's voice carries the fingerprint of who they are and who they're becoming. And some company wants to own that permanently. I think about this from a faith perspective also. We are made in the image of God. Our voices, our ability to speak, to create, to express, that's sacred. It is not a commercial asset to be harvested and stored in a server farm. When we start treating the voices of children as raw material to be extracted and owned forever, we have crossed the line that technology cannot uncross for us. We need human beings to draw it. So, what do we do about it? First, if you are a parent or a child performer, read every contract before it is signed. Look for AI clauses. Look for language about capturing, cloning, training, or replicating your child's voice. If you see it, push back. Ask for it to be removed. Get representation. You have power in more of it than you think, especially if enough parents say no. Second, if you're a voice actor, know your rights. The AYPA opens letter is a template for what advocacy looks like. 1,000 signatures in days. That's the power of collective voice. If you are looking for representation that puts your rights at the center of everything, come find us at Hacks Labs. We are NAVA members because we believe in what NAVA stands for, the protection and advancement of the human voice in an AI world. We stand firmly behind every voice actor who has worked hard to polish their craft, and we're here to support that work, not exploit it. Third, if you are a brand, a studio, a performer, I'm talking directly to you now. The industry is watching how we perform. and how we're going to handle these moments. The companies that built AI into their workflow with genuine consent, genuine compensation, genuine respect for performers are the ones that will have access to the best talent. The companies that try to extract voice rights from children through ultimatum contracts are going to face exactly what these major companies are facing right now. And finally, to the parents who signed those contracts because they felt they had no choice, you were put in an impossible position. This is not about blaming you. This is about changing the system so the next family does not face that same ultimatum. Here is where I land. AI is not the enemy. I work in AI voice technology every single day, and I believe I can create extraordinary new opportunities for performers, not fewer opportunities. But tools do not have ethics. People do, companies do. The question this Peppa Pig story is asking every one of us is simple. What kind of people are we going to be? Are we going to let children's voices become permanent commercial assets owned by companies before those children are even old enough to understand what that means? Or are we going to draw the line and say, not here, not with kids, not ever? I know where I stand. I know where Hacks Labs stands. I'm Hank Ruff, the founder of Hacks Labs and a proud member of NABA. If you're an actor who wants to work with a company that puts your rights and your craft first, check us out. Go check us out on our website. You see it right here. And if this video moved you, share it. Because the only way this industry changes is when enough voices say, enough. See you next week.
Think you have a good voice? Register your voice today at hackslabs.com. Your voice works while you sleep.